Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I have another Sprocket Community Steel video. Hopefully y'all have been actually enjoying these videos, seeing the different creations that the members of the Sprocket community has made. And don't forget folks, if you think you have an interesting creation, just send it on my way. Mighty Bjorn 1984 in the Discord. You can find me in the Sprocket Discord. No problem. Just go ahead, shoot me a blueprint, shoot me a photo so I know who to give credit for. And for this creation that I'm showing first, this is the GT1 by T-Rex 2040. Now, I am doing an early war mission, but I actually think the tank is supposed to be a mid-war tank. So, yeah, I just didn't want to put his tank up against that King Tiger at Crossroads. But, checking it out here with a 90mm gun, quite low profile, quite decently well armored as well, and it's actually like a legit tank that, from what I can tell, he didn't have to cheat or modify the file to make it work. And it actually performed pretty well here, with that being said, although well, T-34-76 and, well, Italian tankettes shooting spicy meatballs at me. So, not really much in the way of competition here, although it's still a lot of vehicles that I have to destroy by myself. It said I was supposed to get 3, but I only see 1 in the one I'm driving. And we're just taking some pop shots here at these vehicles. I want to showcase the speed here a little bit. It's not the fastest thing I've ever drove, but it does actually feel pretty good mobility-wise. Generally speaking, the vehicle actually seems to just perform all around pretty good. I wouldn't say anything special, but it's not horrible either. And as you can see here, a lot of these vehicles had problems penetrating this. Actually, I didn't even get penetrated by anything on this map. So it does do pretty good armor protection wise, and the gun is not horrendous. If I practiced with the gun more, it definitely would have done a lot better than I did. But yeah, so there it is, the GT1 by T-Rex. Next, we have the world's fastest shower? Oh my god, look how fast this thing's going. Oh. I'm dead. Yeah, that's some pretty gnarly stuff. But anyway, that was Massimore Ultra. And actually the church here is also from Massimore Ultra, which, while the hot tub shower combination doesn't have a cannon on it, the church here does. The church actually has a 75mm cannon, so when God decides to smite you, it will be with a 75mm cannon. Don't sin, my children, or God will smite you. And well, this thing is hopelessly, hilariously slow. It's actually over 200 tons. But it's definitely pretty cool. And yeah, I just crossed a trench with a church. This is hilarious. And it's actually got shutters on the windows and a door, as well as even a bell tower. And then of course, a 75mm gun. That's just so rich. The next vehicle is the Leopard Kai from Justin Chen, which is a main battle tank that has a 120mm main gun. Yes, folks, you heard it correct. It is a 120mm main gun. It is a main battle tank, and it does maneuver pretty well. Now, he's got this weird thing where he stuck a fuel barrel at about the middle of the barrel to act as a muzzle, bore evacuator. Personally, I would just get rid of it, but yeah, this thing's actually pretty good. It's got a really fast reload. I suspect he's probably modified the file a little bit. I don't know, because it's got a pretty powerful 120mm main gun, and it's actually got some decent mobility and some decent armor. At 75 tons, it's actually a quite mobile vehicle for a 75-ton tank. And it actually looks pretty good in my opinion. It kind of looks like he was going for like the Leopard 4 Evo, or like the Leopard 2 A6. I'm not quite sure what he was going for here. He was definitely inspired by the more modernized Leopard tanks, and just damn, wow, and it looks good. So let's go on to the next vehicle here, and this is by Yeet Me, and this is the Fv217 Badger, inspired by the World of Tanks Badger, if you will, although it was actually a real prototype vehicle that never actually got off paper. I actually did a video about the real Badger. Sorry, not a video, an article. I wrote an article a long time ago for the World of Tanks forums about the real legit Badger that they would end up adding into World of Tanks as a tier 10. And it's quite impressively armored on the front. And it's a casemate tank, and I kind of have a soft spot for casemate vehicles. Now, I will admit there's probably a couple things that need to be worked on the reload speed, and honestly, the gun is not very well stabilized, but when it comes to looks, it actually does look like the Fv217 Badger. So I'll definitely give him credit there that it actually does look like a Badger, and this is definitely one of the better tanks that he has created. But anyway, folks, I'm actually going to wrap this video up at that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed seeing some creations made by the Sprocket community. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day.